Hello, beautiful people. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. Please take the opportunity to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification button. All of that helps this channel grow, which is my main priority at the moment. We haven't done a pick a pile reading in quite some time, so I thought we'd do that today. I've been going through a lot with the grifter tree trimmer that took us for $620. So that's been a debacle. I'll share that story sometime. But today we are going to focus on what you can look forward to in the next 3 months, what's coming up. So we have the pile with the quarter, the pile with the pendulum, and the pile with the dragonfly. Usually I'd go with the dragonfly, but today I'm going with the pendulum pile 2. I don't know what's underneath any of these. I try my best to shuffle the deck, and when they fall out, not to look. So if you've chosen the quarter, let's see what we have. So hold on one second. All right, so if you've chosen the pile with the quarter, this is your energy for the next 3 months. We have woman holding heart. Oh, that's funny. Door to value. And victory. So the quarter is money, value. It has value of creating. It has value of substance. So I think that in the next 3 months, you guys are going to go through a pretty significant transformation when it comes to changes in your life, be it in your love life, be it in your business, your finances, be it in success, whatever that is in, there's significant changes coming. I love this victory card. I'm going to push this a little bit this way because we have a lot of cards. So the victory card is all about success, and look at her face. To me, this is such a very comfortable, relaxed, and sensual place and space here. She has found her value. She acknowledges her value. She has opened the door to that. There is no more I'm insecure. There's a squirrel again on my fence looking at me. Hello, Mr. Squirrel. Go find a nut. I wish I could show you. He's now scratching his underarm, looking right at me. Thank you. Goodbye. And now he's gone. So, so I kind of feel like you guys are really stepping into this transformational energy, really learning to love yourself, really learning to value yourself. And when you love yourself and when you value yourself, that really puts you in this moment of happiness, of clarity, of abundance, of prosperity. The first card we have is the Star card. So to me, the Star card really talks about letting go and releasing, recognizing that there has to be balance. So releasing the things that have held you back and being open to the wonderful abundance. This is dreams coming true. And Spirit has this wonderful opportunity for you here. But it also kind of feels like that I don't know what I want to do, that you may be feeling a little bit complacent or comfortable with where you are, and you may be feeling maybe you're not ready yet for the emotional, I don't want to say emotional toll, but the emotional heaviness that transformation brings, right? And it's almost like if I'm going to do it, I want to do it quick. I don't want to padiddle around with this, that, and the third. I want to do it fast. I want to do it quick. I want to do it now. And I want everything to just kind of come all at once, right? And I know sometimes we're like that in our transformational energy. We don't want to, I think a lot of us have a very hard time being patient. And a lot of us have a very hard time being patient through transformations because we really can't see with our visual eyes the transformation happening, right? We can look at this reading and say, yes, I can't wait for this transformation to happen. But unless we're open to the transformation, it is very difficult for us to conceive it, comprehend it, to see it, to feel it, to step into it. And it's because we're very much in a hurry, right? We kind of treat life like we kind of treat these transformations like a McDonald's drive-through window, or a Burger King window, or a Starbucks, right? You walk up to the counter, you ask for what you want, and some strange person gives it to you, right? So we have to kind of slow down, and we have to enjoy this moment, and we have to really allow ourselves to be open to this beautiful, wonderful, transformational energy that is coming in. There may be some things that you're going to be guided to walk away from. That Eight of Cups is you giving too much emotion to things that are of no consequence and significance to you, right? Seeing how it's next to the Four of Cups, I think there's this energy around you of, I don't know if I'm qualified. I don't know if I'm capable or able of making this transformation. I don't know if I'm capable and able of being patient. And the Eight of Pentacles is about that continuation of work on self, right? This doesn't have to happen all at once. It's going to happen over the next 3 months. It's going to happen over time. So you have time to step into that star energy, to step into that energy of loving yourself, of valuing yourself, of victory. You have time to look at your life and dissect it emotionally, and seeing what has been a hindrance to you, and use it to the best. Okay, so let me tell you that I'm reading a book. And in this book, it talks about the things that have hindered you in your life. And instead of trying to crawl through it, or trying to release it and let it go, because that's quite difficult, you find something beneficial in that Eight of Cups energy, and you use that to your advantage, right? So say if in this Eight of Cups energy, what you're being asked to walk away from is a relationship or a partnership, right? So let's look at something that you may have learned from that relationship and partnership that you're being asked to walk away from, that you've given too much emotionally into. Now you can take that lesson and you can use that to continuously work on yourself, and not allow the instability of that action or of that relationship or situation to hinder your growth, or to cause this energy of, it has to be done now. I have to do it now. It has to be completed now. It has to. The problem with going that quickly is that mistakes are made. And then we find ourselves repeating processes. We find ourselves repeating the healing. We find ourselves, you're like, shit, I thought I let that go. Well, you flew by it so fast. Maybe you didn't learn the lesson that you were meant to learn. Shit, I thought I let that partner go. I thought I let that friendship go. I thought I let that go. I thought I let that go, or that go, or that go. I thought I worked on myself in this department, and that department, and that department. I thought that I nourished and loved myself, and I thought I was open to all this value and success and victory, but you were trying to get to it so quickly that you missed the lessons that were supposed to be learned in it. Therefore, you're missing the opportunity altogether, because you're missing what needs to be learned in order to get to that star energy, to get to that energy of creation. So we have Queen of Cups. So take it slow, nurture yourself, use your intuition, allow yourself to imagine what life can be if you were to take your time, and if you were to go through this beautiful transformational energy. We have the Ten of Air, and that is the end of difficult situations. It is embracing the change and expecting things to get better. We have the Four of Earth, that is the Four of Pentacles, being a little bit too cautious, being kind of stuck in this mindset of, I have to covet, and I have to save, and I have to sock all of this away, and I have to stay right where I am, and there is no room for movement, because movement means there's room for failure, or there's room for uncertainty or insecurity, or there's room for doubt, right? So I'm comfortable here. Remember, I talked about complacency and comfortability. I'm comfortable here. I'm complacent here. I'll be right here. And that is that. The Four of Earth is also about making good business decisions and being open to giving to the less fortunate. Sometimes when we give to those who are in need, we are paid back 10 times. And the world is able and capable of seeing your value. And then we have the Five of Air, which is an unwise choice. Learning what you can from the situation and reviewing the motives of other people, right? So this Eight of Cups energy is walking away from someone or something that has been causing you setbacks emotionally, or even setbacks in general, right? Making you feel very down on yourself, making you feel very insecure or inadequate. This is about making, you may have the initial tendency to not walk away from that relationship or partnership, to not walk away because this person could possibly be someone who knows what to say, the right time to say it, and they could be a smooth talker, and they could be someone who seems very genuine. So the Five of Air is making an unwise choice and learning what you can from the situation and reviewing the motives of everyone involved, Our next set of cards, we have Meadow. So we have success, blessings, and positivity. We have Burrow, exhaustion, questioning motivations and realigning, questioning the motivations of those around you. And then we have Crossed, choices, searching for a purpose and daydreaming. The Queen of Cups is also about daydreaming. The Queen of Cups is also about imagining, right? Use your imagination as you are nurturing yourself and figuring out how best your life can be. So what I see in the next 3 months for you, pile one, is that you're headed toward a transformation of recognizing and seeing your value. And you may want this to happen very quickly. But the problem with it happening very quickly is we make unwise choices. And then we have to learn from that situation and then rinse and repeat. You have a great opportunity here with the Star and the Eight of Pentacles to work on self to the point of success, to the point of immense blessings, to the point of living the life that you are daydreaming about. Now, I want to talk about these Two of Swords because in the tarot, the Two of Swords is about making a decision. And the Two of Swords is also about the inability to make that decision. And the Two of Swords also represents you going out and asking many different people on what they should do. And Spirit is saying all the answers that you need are right here inside of you. All of the answers you need are right here. Right here. If you are being rushed into making a decision or making a choice, take your time. Take your time in making that decision and making your choice. It doesn't have to go quickly, right? If someone is pushing you into doing that or making that choice, they are setting you up for an ulterior motive. If someone is pushing you to make a choice that you're not ready to make and pushing you to go faster and faster and faster in regards to making up your mind, they have ulterior motives. They're trying to either manipulate you into doing something they want to do, manipulating you into doing something that they want you to do for them, or manipulating you in missing this opportunity for transformation and success. So in the next 3 months, be very, 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 very careful with who you align your energy with. Be very, very, very careful of who you take guidance from. Be very, very, very careful on who you allow to push you to the extreme. And if you have a feeling that this person isn't doing this for your best interest, then stop and look at the situation from a different perspective. And then ask yourself, why would they be pushing me to make this decision? Why would they be creating within me this feeling of insecurity and uncertainty in regards to making this decision, right? So, and I think the insecurity and uncertainty is to get you to a point to where you will do this. You will do it. You're like, okay, well, you seem to be the only one that believes that I can do this. And then as soon as you're in, they push you to doing more, to where you're just exhausted and there is no motivation. And then you start questioning everybody's motivation. So this could happen in your career. You're being guided to have strength. There's another transformational energy here and here. Animals may play a huge part in this transformation. You are getting messages from your spirit guides, so please be open to listen. You could be climbing the corporate ladder here. This person may be manipulating you because they see what is in store for you and they don't want you to succeed. So be very careful with that too. In the next 3 months, you could be getting a raise, a promotion. You could be getting a job that really puts you in, puts a limelight on you. You know what I'm saying? Really puts you in this space of maybe taking charge or being in an authority position. And so this other person may be very jealous and they may be trying to push you to your breaking point to where you'll quit or cause you to falter, which other people will see. So, and then second guess their choice within you. So there is success, there are blessings, there is positivity, but there's also exhaustion and questioning motives. And it's okay to question the motives of other people. Give into your passion, progress, and wishes. We have the Dragonfly here. And make a move. Do it. Whatever it is that you're going to do, thinking about doing, do it. Do it. Do it for you, not for anybody else, though. Do it for you. Don't do it because this person is pushing you into it. Don't do it because your best friend told you to. Don't do it because someone said that you couldn't. Do it for you. And we have your bonus card is The Secret. And this is about the unknown, the mysteries and the wonders of the world. Now, I just got this deck. It was gifted to me from someone. So if you guys are okay with it, not that I can hear you say yes or no, I would like to read this card from the book. Because my nose. Because and this is the deck. Because what it says isn't always what it means, if that makes sense. So here we go. The Secret. We walk through this world, and so does she, by our side, releasing to us the understanding that we can measure with our mind at any time. We claim we wish to know, that we desire to understand the reasons and the ways of the universe. But the truth is our mind can only connect to so much and understand so much from our human framework at any given time. So she holds the entire mystery that is within your hands, and from them flows just enough to keep us seeking, questioning, yearning, and searching. It is not a deliberate withholding, but a way of measuring out experience. For to release the entire knowledge of the Akashic records and of all souls inside one being would be to disrupt us to the point of madness. So know that there are unknowns, accept that there are secrets. Focus instead on the law you can work with, and accept the wonder that is the presence of the soul's multiple selves. Lives, expressions, and known, it is a fragment of a greater whole. This is why we have lifetime after lifetime. This is why we experience so much. This is why we have suffered and struggled and learned and let go, and finally come to peace of compassion with yourself. The totality of your magnificence will not be lost, and it is known when we return for a time. Between the lifetime to the home of our souls, we hold the secrets, and you hold the key. And you are discovering more and more with every breath, with every step on this journey called your life. So this is about experiencing. It's about learning. It's about searching into the unknown, stepping into the unknown. It's about looking at all those mysteries and wonders and looking at them from this perspective of excitement, this perspective of enthusiasm. So there is an illumination. I am at peace with the mystery that is my existence. I will explore and discover, yet know that there are greater secrets and other lifetimes in which to explore them. So I think what it's saying too is that not everything comes all at once, right? Something comes to us and we acknowledge it, but we also have to dive deep into it. We have to learn about it. We have to give into it. We have to move on it, explore it, and thrive, I want to say, with it, or be it relationships, success, a career, friendships. There are secrets and unknowns in everything that we do, and amazing wonders. And I think from time to time it's important that we open our eyes to those amazing wonders and allow ourselves to just be in awe of what we are capable of, and the wonders and the magic and the mystery and the unknown that are around us. I know a lot of people like to stay in their bubble and they like to play it safe. But I also know that every once in a while, Spirit comes out and kind of shows us something that we thought was never capable, never achievable, mind-blowing even. So I think in the next 3 months, you're going to know the unknown, and you're going to see many wonders, and you're going to explore many mysteries, be it in relationships and friendships. Things are going to happen in the next 3 months, and you're going to say, I mean, what is that? I've never seen that before. I've never heard that before. I've never even acknowledged that before. And this is your chance in the next 3 months to explore, to acknowledge, to seek, to learn about the unknown. So if you've chosen pile number 1, this is the energy for your next 3 months. Know that you are divinely guided and loved. Bye. Hello, beautiful darlings. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your pick a pile, or pick a pile reveal. I don't know what I was about to say there. I just kind of went blank. If you've chosen pile number 2, which I have, is the pendulum. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification button, and share. It's very important. What do pendulums do, right? They are another form of divination that answers questions. So maybe in the next 3 months, a lot of unknowns will be revealed to you. A lot of questions will be answered. So let's see what our overall energy is for the month of, or for the next 3 months. I'm feeling very, maybe a little bit confused. Feeling very, just kind of weird. Anyway, Angel of Love, Deceit, Cornucopia, and Hostilities. Well, there would be hostilities if there are deceit. So the next 3 months for us, picking the pendulum, I kind of feel that you're coming into a lot of grand things. A lot of amazing things, a lot of love, a lot of abundance, prosperity, growth, opportunity, stability, blossoming, abundance. But there's also deceit there. And from that deception comes hostility. So where does that deceit come from? Who is trying to deceive? And why are they trying to deceive? What the heck? Hold up for a second. What is going on? Did I not? That is the weirdest thing. I shuffled for every single... What is going on? Hold on for a second. How did I not? You know what I didn't do? How did that happen? I did it for the first deck, The first pile and the third pile, but not the second pile? What? I didn't. No, there it is. I was about to say, what the hell is going on? All right, I found them. They were stuck to the bottom of other cards. You see what I'm saying about the confusion? You see what I'm saying about it? It was like I just spent the last half a minute looking for these 3 cards that were stuck at the bottom of another card. That's really weird. Anyways, let's move on. So we have the Hermit, the Queen of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. That deceit, hostility, and the Five of Pentacles. You know, this really makes me feel like a situation that I've just been through. Just been through it. I was just through it. Deceit, hostilities, and the loss of money. I was just through that. So this is interesting for me. So the Hermit comes and wants you to use that divine knowledge within, right? That soul knowledge within, that life lesson knowledge within. And the Queen of Wands talks about nurturing, but also being in a place of protection and being in a place of nurturing as you move through this very creative and abundant time for you, right? And I also feel like the deceit and hostilities are there when it's like when someone deceives you and people find out about it, and then people start doing you favors, and the person who's deceiving you gets angry about it and mad about it, and starts to cause a little bit of drama in your life, even though they were in the wrong in the first place. I wholeheartedly at this moment in time today, which is September the 11th, 2024, resonate with this energy because it just happened to me. That Five of Pentacles is feeling left out, cast aside, abandoned, forgotten, and there's looking for sanctuary there. And I think it's interesting that we have the Hermit, because usually the Hermit is carrying the lantern, and I'm interested to see what the 3 cards from the Crow Tarot are, because if there is a Hermit, it's almost like the Hermit is saying you'll find the answers within, but the person who is looking for the answers are finding the answers everywhere but from within, right? They have that lantern, and yes, the lantern is illuminating the way, but they're not taking the time to step into where the sanctuary is to find the answers that they're seeking, right? They keep seeking it in the storm. They keep seeking it in the darkness. So the Queen of Wands is about that creative energy coming out, but also being in this mindset of protection and nurturing oneself as you're looking for a way out of this deceit and this chaos and this uncertainty and this instability. And it's interesting that we have the Angel of Love, which is all about loving yourself and showing compassion, empathy, and nurturing, and cornucopia. The abundance, the prosperity, the growth, the success that comes out of that. And on either side, we have this deception and this hostility. You could be succeeding at something, and those who have prayed for your failure could be looking to try to deceive you a little bit more, try to manipulate you a little bit more, try to get you to do things and say things that may cause you to get hostile, so other people can see you in that energy. Do you know what I'm saying? So be very, very, very careful who you allow to flip on your chaos button. Yeah. So we have the Chariot. So we're deciding to move to rise above it all. We're deciding to use our intuition to rise above it all and come into a time of success. And there's that Queen of Wands again. And don't be surprised when I show you what this next card is. And this is interesting because we have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles. So it's almost as if you are trying to balance out this energy of I am successful, I am abundant, I am love, I am secure, I am compassionate. I do have empathy. I am nurturing. I'm left out in the cold. I'm abandoned. No one wants to talk to me, blah, blah, blah. So it's almost like there's this battle with with these two types of energy. It's like, yes, I am strong. Yes, I am courage. Yes, I am looking toward the future. Yes, I am abundant and prosperous. Yes, I am creative and passionate. Yes, I feel left out. And maybe what you're creative and passionate about isn't making you the abundance that you think that what you're giving is worth. So that's why there is this imbalance of how you feel. And then we have the Hermit and the Chariot. And the Hermit is like, come on, let's use that divine energy that we have within ourselves to kind of think about what we're saying here. You're out of one side of your mouth, you're saying, I'm passionate, I'm strong, I'm creative, I'm fierce, I am independent, I am creative, I am abundant, I am nurturing, I am all of these wonderful things. And the other side of your mouth, you're saying that you have no value, that you have been cast out, that you have been abandoned, and that you're alone. And then, so the Chariot is about rising all above that. Just rising all above that. I mean, it's awful when we allow people to make us feel, especially people who have no significance in our lives. No significance whatsoever. That person who's deceiving you or who has deceived you and caused hostility in your life, they're of no consequence or significance in your life whatsoever. But it's because we're emotional beings that we allow it to have significance in our lives. So the King of Fire talks about focus, 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 focus. The King of Fire also talks about, which is the King of Wands, also talks about communicate with a vision and be a leader. So take the reins is pretty much what the King of Fire is saying. And you get some advice from somebody, advice from someone creative. So the King of Fire, the King of Wands here really is talking about taking the reins and focus and not letting that chaos distract you, not letting this and this put you in a Five of Pentacles mentality, and therefore you become your own worst enemy and downhill you go, right? Shh, psh, like a crash. So don't do that. Don't allow insignificant or inconsequential people within the next 3 months to make you feel like that. The Moon, we talk about important psychic insights, events behind the scenes. So there's going to be something expressed to you. Something is going to be shown to you. And maybe it could be possibly the weakness of these people, right? The weakness of those who are attempting to manipulate you will be exposed. Their motive will be exposed. Why they are doing what they are doing will be exposed. And then there will be a celebration like no other. There is a need to have fun here. There is a need to let that shit go. And then there's victory here with the Six of Fire. So there's victory and there's success over whatever this awful energy is with that deceit and the hostilities and that Five of Pentacles. You are what you allow other people to perceive you as, right? This person or these people, they mean absolutely nothing in your life. They're inconsequential. I don't give a shit who it is. If somebody can stand there in front of you and deceive you and tell you that you are nothing and that you are worthless, and you allow yourself to step into that energy gracefully, then we can pretty much say that it's your own fault. Because if you are allowing these person or these people, this person, these people, or this situation to determine who you are, then you've initially given all the power over to someone else, right? We are who we allow someone to say we are. Are you allowing these people to say that you're nothing? Are you allowing these people to say that you're worthless? Are you allowing these people to say that you have no value? Are you allowing these people to manipulate you and deceive you? Is that what you're allowing these people to do? Think about that for a minute. So we have the beast, conflict, of course we do, competition and oppressor. So there could be someone competing. It could be you and someone else competing for something, or someone feels that they need to compete against you. So we have planning, making decisions, and risk taking. That King of Fire, stepping into, there's a little bird outside of my window. Hi, little bird. You see that bird spread its wings and fly? So we have time, planning, making decisions, taking risks. That King of Fire is put in a position of authority. And with this card, time, it's about you putting yourself in a position of authority, planning, making the decisions, and taking the risks, and not allowing people to oppress you, not allowing people to cause conflict in your life. The Trinity card, number 3, 333. Balancing decisions, priorities, and adapting to change. So there's going to be some things kind of unfolding for you, pile 2, the pendulum, in the next 3 months. And these are going to be things that have been going on behind the scenes that maybe you didn't know about, that you soon will know about. And you're going to recognize that those who have been causing drama in your life and making you feel inadequate, insignificant, lost, uncertain, and insecure, or just as lost, uncertain, insecure, and insignificant themselves. And the only reason why they are doing this to you is because they see the value in you, and they see that other people see the value in you, and they feel as if they have to, compete for against your energy and against what you have to give. Does that make sense? I know it just sounds so weird, right? There's hundreds of millions of things that we can be doing, and why would someone put themselves in a position to compete against someone, or be jealous of, or compete against, or mimic this other person, so they can feel a touch of success like the other person has had, right? So they want to make you feel inconsequential. They want to make you feel undeserving. They want to make you feel inadequate. They want to make you feel like you have no value. And listen to the Hermit and the Chariot. It is best to rise above this bullshit than to give into it. I'll tell you that right now. It is best to look at the situation and say, you know what? This is someone just blowing smoke. This is someone just trying to get my goat. This is someone who is trying to lower my energy so I can be at their level, because misery sometimes loves company, and I love myself enough to not put myself in that position. So there is a need to protect yourself. I talked about it a minute ago. The answers are within you. And then we have passion. So wherever this is leading you to is leading you to what it is that you are passionate about. And we have the Star and the Sun. I love that card so much. We have planting all the seeds, which is what we're doing here. And we have accept love. We have the Angel of Love up here, and not many cups energy. So accept, I want to say that the love that you're being guided to accept is the love that Spirit has for you. I mean, there is just so much going on here. There is so much offering of love and expansion of love. And I also want to put this accept love with the passion, because sometimes when we talk about love, we talk about loving the things that we're passionate about. And I think this is an explosion of starting to love. Yes, I feel that in my whole soul. This is an acceptance of what it is that you're passionate about, and loving it, putting your heart and soul into it, and protecting it at all costs. All right, we have the Angel Gate, cleansing, protecting, and blessing. Thank you, protection. So we are very blessed in the next 3 months. And I think the cleansing card is really about healing, cleansing of this little bit of toxic energy up here. And again, when we are healing for ourselves. We're not healing for anyone else. It should always be for self. No one has anything to do with our healing. No one has anything to do with our, it's not just the healing, but it's the forgiveness as well, right? We start to forgive, we start to heal, we protect ourselves, and we allow Spirit to bless us with what it is that we are, with what it is that the universe desires to bless us with. We have success and we have victory and we have rewards and recognition here with that Six of Fire. And I really think it's interesting that we had the Queen of Pentacles twice and the Queen of Wands twice and the Five of Pentacles twice. I feel this is going to be a battle. This push and pull, this back and forth, right? But the more energy we give to that battle, the more energy we take away from that passion. So I think that the Chariot hit it right on the head when it said, fuck it, rise above that bullshit and follow your intuition and allow the moon to show you that this shit is all smoke and mirrors. That's all that is. It's just all smoke and mirrors. It's someone who is who has nothing going on in their own life, so they must create something. And what they're creating is that drama. What they're creating is that instability. What they're creating is that imbalance. So they have it in their life, and now they want to put it in your life. And you either choose it or you don't. And with that Six of Fire energy, and with that moon energy, and with that King of Fire energy, I would suggest that, you don't. And the last card is the Full Moon Temple. Celebration, peak, transcendent moment. So I think you guys are really ascending to a higher level of. Now, for the first deck, I did it, and it would only be right for me to do it now. These cards are new. Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. And I read their card out of the book. So I'm going to read your two cards out of the book, and we'll go from there. So the Angel Gate. When you receive this card, know now that guardian angels are with you, caring for you and sending you the energy of these pure waters, which flow now upon you, showering you with their protection, surrounding your every particle with a charge of energy that will bless you, and most of all, cleanse you from the debris of life we carry so unconsciously. What card was that? Oh, there was a card. Wasn't there a card that talked about cleansing? You are now being cleansed and blessed. And within these waters, there can be rebirth. The angel here watches over you and knows what is most needed. Ask for it. You know that the soul's call is answered from the realms beyond this world, and that you have infinite protection of love. Expect a lifting sensation, that of spirit being freed. And with cleansing comes the sensation of your energy being renewed and revitalized. Never despair that you are not worthy of this love and time. There is a place to come when you feel the debris that the world has taken a toll. There is a place to come when you feel the debris of the world has taken a toll. And within these waters, your emotions too can be refreshed. The feeling you no longer wish to experience can be expressed here safely. And those waters are not afraid of your fear or your anger or your resentment. Release them here in the waters, and they will be changed and understood and finally released. Do not punish yourself, dear friend, for the flaws you perceive within yourself. Cleanse them, come to an understanding of them, and know you can be protected, blessed, purified, and accepted within the realms of the Angel Gate. And the illumination is, my soul is now bathed and cleansed with the angel's sacred water. So that is number 9. And then number 27 is the Full Moon Temple. The time has come to celebrate an achievement, a moment of glory and beauty, to recognize the sublime blessing that is within you. It is time to set up an altar within your home, to sing the praises of spirit, and to give thanks for all that you have. Look around and know that in every moment of gratitude lies a key which unlocks more gifts that open the gates and allow the awaiting treasures of life to find their way to you. It is time to build a temple to the fullness of your spirit, just as the moon is full, and this temple has been created to expand her energy and amplify it. So too, when you build an altar or create a space within your life. For gratitude, celebration, joy, glad union with others, the beauty of life grows more apparent, seems more present, and can be felt with every light tread of your feet upon this blessed earth. Put down the work and carve out the time. Commit to celebrating your life and recognizing the milestones of your personal soul's request along the way. Take time to create a sacred space, be it an altar or in a room or in a home that is safe and nurturing. Life must have its moments to delight in, and you must now find a way to bring into existence a celebration of what you have done and making it so far. Dear one, celebrate your life. We of the hidden worlds do. For you are a hopeful and unique creature. And when you remember this, you will feel the tide of pleasure sweep through you once again, reawakening you to the joy of your own existence. The illumination is, I take time to celebrate who I am and what I am becoming. Each achievement is worth recognizing, for when I do, the possibility of life opens up to me. I love that so much. So the possibilities of everything that is and everything that can be are opening up to you, and you're being guided to cleanse that soul and allow all of that greatness in. Thank you so very much. Pile number 2, I love this reading for you. I love this reading for me. Now that we are aware of the energy of the next 3 months, we can now build up this energy and navigate around the hostilities, the chaos, and the deceit of others and live your best life. Know that you are divinely guided and loved. Talk soon. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your reveal. So we have the Dragonfly. As we all know, dragonflies hold a very special place in my heart. So if you're watching this, please take a moment to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification button, and share. Let us see what your energy is for the next 3 months. So we have community, we have yin and yang, and we have the thinking man. So one of my favorite cards in this deck is the community card, because I think it exudes a lot of sensuality and a lot of self-worth and a lot of blossoming and balance and stability and love for oneself. I feel that this card is also talking about getting out into the community, finding people who you gravitate towards, if that makes sense. The yin and yang to me kind of really feels like cycles, right? Being open and understanding those cycles of life and willing to utilize the energy of those cycles in a very beneficial way. So I feel like in the next 3 months, you're going to be meeting a lot of different people, because even the thinking man is someone who is different. He's someone who is book smart, who is street smart. He's holding a crystal in his hand, so it's evident that he is very divinely connected. He's in this building with these wonderful pillars in the background and these beautiful arches. So he is stable and he is balanced. And I kind of feel that he works in a type of energy that is all his own. It's this feeling of divine masculine wisdom and understanding, if that makes sense. He could be someone who you're meeting out in the community, someone that you can learn from, a new discipline maybe, or a course or a study. He could be teaching you how to create a healing space. This is someone who could have, excuse me. You guys may also find it difficult to talk to him. Someone who has a healing practice, who can maybe help you release and let go and heal, possibly. Someone who can help you in specific ways, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally. This card also talks about paying attention to what it is that you need. And when we talk about what it is that we need, we may need to get out. We may need to meet new people. There may this need to start new cycles. There may be this need to go within and examine what it is that you need and what what could possibly be fulfilling to you in this time. I also kind of feel that there may be things happening underneath the surface that you may not recognize at this time, and possibly that thinking man could be the one who helps you recognize and understand what these things just below the surface mean. So, and thinking and talking about just below the surface, we have the moon, which also talks about kind of bringing things that are just below the surface or things unseen to a place of seen, right? It's kind of like illuminating the things that we are not aware of, or illuminating the things that could be beneficial to us, illuminating the secrets, illuminating the passages, illuminating things within ourselves that we may not have been aware of. And with all of this, I think comes balance and stability, but I think it also comes moderation too. I think there are a lot of us who want to go out into the community and we want to celebrate and we want to have fun and a lot of joy and a lot of expression and a lot of music and creativity and wonderment and all of these wonderful things. But there's also a side of us that really needs to focus on that whole unseen, right? What we may need. What I'm saying is that a lot of times the way we heal from things that we would rather not focus on is by doing things to keep our mind off of the things that we would rather not focus on. And so we go out into the community and we celebrate and we party and we burn our candle at both ends and we do things that fill our heart and our soul and our mind, so we don't have to see the things that have been burdening us. So we don't have to deal with the things that have been burdening us. But sooner or later, those things come to the surface and they will be seen, and you'll have to deal with them. And now your way of dealing with them is kind of closing yourself off, right? So we have you out in the community, burning your candle at both ends, trying to kind of live your life, but not focus on things that may be too intense for you to deal with in your life. So there's this man or this person who comes forward, and they could be a healer, they could be a psychic, a medium, they could have a spiritual practice, and they're here to kind of give you an opportunity to explore these things that are kind of hidden within you, that you may not really want to focus on in regards to the process of transformation, to the process of healing, for the process of balance, and for the process of stability. So it's very important that we allow ourselves, that's very funny, the next three cards are very funny. It is important that we allow ourselves to be open to the help that is being given to us in the next 3 months. There is help from your community being offered in the next 3 months. I also kind of feel the temperance. I talked about moderation. There could be people who may be coming forward to kind of help you deal with some things that may be a little bit too much for you to deal with. There may be things that will be exposed, or things that will happen to where you may find it very difficult to navigate through, very difficult to deal with. And there will be people from your community who will be there for you. This Queen of Swords energy, who's all matter of fact about it. This is what we have to do. We got to do it this way. We're doing it now. We're moving toward the future. We're not letting this bullshit from the past dictate and determine where we are, where we're going. The Knight of Wands, also very passionate, also very excited, also very creative, very strong. Both of them moving toward the future. So we have that Temperance, very stagnant in one place, very much in one place. We're wanting to bring balance and moderation to that. We have that Four of Pentacles very locked away, but then we have the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands, which very much are very, the Queen of Swords brings logic to the situation. This is what has to be done. This is the way we do it. We move forward, we kick it in the dick, and we move on. And the Knight of Wands is very excited about it all. And then we have the Moon again. So the Moon twice. So there's a lot, just so much that is to be shown here, so much that is to be illuminated here, so much that, and I'm just going to throw this card out there, the Eight of Air. an illusion of being trapped, the lack of self-confidence and afraid to take action, which is exactly what we have here in the Four of Pentacles. So there is an illusion here. It's almost like you have it in your head that there is no possible way that you'll ever be accepted by being the way you are. There's no possible way that you can ever face anyone because you're not the standard societal person who follows the norms. Maybe there are things that you like to do that you feel that people in your community will look down upon, but you don't know it until you're out in it. When I moved to Hamilton, Montana, I thought, oh my goodness, these people are going to burn me at the stake. I took a walk downtown. There are not one, but two crystal shops, two places that do Reiki, two places that do tarot card readings, two places that do energy healing and meditation and yoga and all that kind of stuff. So I recognize and understand the fear, but perhaps the fear is an illusion that in the next 3 months will come crashing down a little bit. And there will be people around you who will be more than happy to help you see the truth of what is. We have the Ace of Water, falling in love or a resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth, a new home, an spiritual growth and enchanted intuition. So your intuition could be growing as you become more and more comfortable with being yourself. We have the Star card here. Happy times, positive changes, on the right path, loving life, living life, long-term plans. So if you're moving into a community, if you're moving into a new community, or even if in your own community, or if you're in a relationship and you don't feel that your significant other people will accept you for what you do and who you are, there is this chance that you're kind of taking a step back within yourself, stepping back within yourself and not being as social, not being as confident, not being as what's the word, Spirit? Confident, social, not being as not being out there in the community as much. In this particular moon card, it's the reflection of the water that shows you who you really are. In this particular moon card, there's this feeling of being like a fish out of water or a caged bird, right? Unable to spread one's wings, unable to be one's true authentic self, unable to be in this place where you truly flourish and shine. But how do you know that if you are putting yourself in a position of locking yourself away and not giving other people the benefit of the doubt, right? So we have life purpose, we have healing, and we have fertility. So you're manifesting so much. And this move, this change, this you being more open, you being your genuine self, you being more connected to spirit and source, that's your life purpose. And there are some things. I think that whole fear of facing, I think that's things in your life, maybe from your past, that you may be fearing. You may fear to face those things, but by facing those things, you're opening yourself up to heal from those things, and to heal from those things can be what is best for you to get you into this energy of who you truly are, out there, creative, taking charge, making plans, moving forward, being passionate and independent and very and living your life purpose. So and I love this because we have this caged bird and this fish out of water, but on the migration we have intuition, adventure, and freedom. So you're stepping out of your shell, Look at this. Rebirth, non-conformity, unconventionality. So you are becoming the person who you desire yourself to be, not the person that other people say you are, right? We're not following societal standards. We're not following by the book. We're not following who everyone says that you should be. We are setting ourselves up for a rebirth, but a rebirth that doesn't fit into conventional norms, a rebirth that may make other people uncomfortable. And that's why you're being asked to go out into the world and find your tribe, find your people, get the healing, get the advice from the spiritual guru, find the balance. We have adversary, hard work, diligence, and progress. Moving forward, not allowing the stigma of who we are and what we should be, who society says we are and what society says we should be, allow us to be the sheep, right? Because there are a lot of people that are. Society says that I should do A, B, C, and D, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to navigate off of that course. I'm not going to navigate left, and I'm not going to navigate right. And I'm not going to allow myself to be this person who is clawing to get out, right? I'm not allowing myself to be or to live my life purpose. I'm going to follow these societal rules. But what are societal rules? Because they're changing all the time. Can we be this? Can we be that? Can we do this? Can we do that? No, you can't. Yes, you can. No, you can't. Yes, you can. Maybe. Fit thin line. Don't cross this. Don't cross that. Don't say this. Don't say that. You have to have empathy for all of these people or you're a horrible person. You can't say this about this and you can't say that about that. And you can't, but then you can, and then don't, and then you won't. So there are a lot of misgivings, a lot of misinformation. And if you are living your life by your own, living your life outside of this conformity and conventionality, and living it as you would. I mean, if I was living my life right now, I'd be in a cabin in the middle of the swamps in Louisiana doing tarot card readings, medium readings, and spell work for people. Okay? That is my idea of heaven. That is my idea of my life purpose. That is my idea of where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to be doing. And I am drawn to that. I am pulled to that like a moth to a flame. And it can't be anywhere else but Louisiana. So I kind of feel like you are being drawn to something like a moth to a flame. You're being drawn to this life purpose. You're being drawn to be fulfilled. You are drawn to heal from what has been holding you back. You're being drawn to move forward. There are a lot of things that are going to be exposed to you in the next 3 months, and it's going to cause so much joy and so much delight in your life. And you're going to be, it's very important that you speak your mind. It's very important that you say what you have to say. It's very important that you don't, it's very important that you don't sugarcoat how you feel to people who feel that they are more significant than you are. Yeah? Does that make sense? There are people in your life who feel that they are more significant than you. And then they give you all of these plans that what you should be doing because they know better and they would never steer you wrong. But these plans that they have for you and these journeys that they're sending you on all come to one conclusion, a dead fucking end. So while they're living the life of Riley, you are following a path that someone has led you on that is constantly failing. So it's very important that you allow the moon to kind of just show you, illuminate for you, show you what it is, what's going on, why does it all end like this? Well, it ends like this because you're taking advice from a person who doesn't want you to be happy, who doesn't want to see you succeed. They're steering you down constant dead ends, so you'll never reach that life purpose. You'll never reach that fertility and that abundance and that prosperity and that adventure and that freedom. And regardless of all the hard work that you do, it will never come to fruition unless you allow yourself to be the true authentic version of yourself. So there are messages on the air for you, my friend. There are messages. Listen to your spirit guides. Listen to those messages. When I see this card and it says air magic, I get this feeling of messages from birds, messages from dragonflies, messages from butterflies, messages from critters that fly, right? Messages from critters that fly. I also get this sense that they're clairaudience, right? Being able to hear spirit, being able to hear the guidance, being able to hear the advice. So be very open to listening. If you're able to sit still and ask spirit for that message, and have a pen and paper nearby so you're able to write it down, but just listen. And your bonus card is the pathway, direction, purpose, change. And I'm going to read it out of the book. These are new. This is what they look like. So I'm going to read this out of the book. So the pathway, direction, purpose, change. You know where you must go. You know what must be done. This is but a moment of hesitation, of integration, of all that has led you to this place. The road ahead of you is distinct and clear to those of the hidden worlds, but you pause before continuing, as human eyes cannot always see the path that must be taken for the soul to continue on its journey. This is exactly what we're talking about. Oh my gosh. Whatever you do at this stage, you must know you are on the path. If you stay still and refuse to move, you are still on the path. If you run, turn back, and hide for a time, you are still on the path. You will not make a mistake, dear one. You cannot. Your soul knows what it's doing. And all you must do is choose the direction which will lead you to the most self-love for you. It is no fantasy or dream. It is not foolish or selfish, as the human world calls it, to go in. It is not foolish or selfish, as the human world calls it, to go in the direction that will lead to the fullest expression of your true self. Trust at this time, because although the path may be obscured to you, you have crossed a bridge, and you are facing in the right direction. Keep going, dear one. Keep going. We will guide you every step of the way. We will place your feet on the unseen pathway, and you will climb to the place where you can truly see in all directions. And that, beloved, is the place of wisdom, which is your destiny. And the illumination is, may every step lead me in the direction of my soul's true calling. Oh! I love that so much. Know that you're all divinely guided and loved. Talk soon.